your local Weather Authority forecast.
Clouds lingering around across the basin, still humid but slowly drying out, and we'll see those winds pick up as we really dry out this afternoon. This is a live look at Odessa. We do notice the haze, not because of dust, because of water vapor. We can still see downtown Odessa right now. Plenty of mid to upper level clouds right now, not producing any rain. Satellite and radar showing plenty of the clouds again in the western half of the Lone Star State. The swirl in the rain and snow activity moving from Arizona into New Mexico. That will swing on closer into the western part of our viewing area. Later this afternoon, that will bring in not much in the way of any precipitation, but stronger winds as, again, most areas with the clouds not seeing rain. Some light rain showers from the Van Horn region all the way into the Cap Rock right now. Snow well to the northwest of our viewing area. Partly to mostly cloudy. Officially, the airport's sitting at 72. Pretty mild for this time of year. And we're still humid, 69% relative humidity, but that westerly breeze, pretty light at 7 miles per hour, slowly but surely drifting that low-level moisture east of our viewing area. We'll see that trend for the next few hours. Currently sitting again in the 70s in Midland, Odessa, upper 60s in the Panhandle. Not too much cooler in the Cap Rock region, but much colder in places like El Paso and into the northern parts of the Land of Enchantment. The New Mexico area seeing some rain and snow, and today we'll be warming up in the upper 70s, lower 80s for most of the eastern and southern part of our viewing area. 80s, 90s at triple digits in Del Rio. Cooler in the Trans-Pecos and farther to the north and west. Average high this time of year is 77. Average low is 48 degrees. Low temperature before midnight tonight, right around 55. Warming up to 78 this afternoon. So we'll actually be cooler closer to midnight rather than what we saw this morning in the lower 60s and upper 50s. Winds stronger in the Van Horn region to the Montfort Plateau, sustained from the west, southwest from 25 to 40 miles per hour. Gusts already above 40 to 50 miles per hour in those areas. Winds sustained from 25 to 35 plus miles per hour this afternoon. These red color shadings indicate really strong winds that will likely pick up dust. That will likely, potentially in the mountains, start to, not only pick up dust, but also fly some projectiles. Please bring in your furniture. There's a high wind warning in effect till 10 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Mountain Time for Carlsbad, down toward the Big Bend region. A wind advisory active Midland counties and Terrell County, and a fire weather warning in effect till 8 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Mountain Time for the western part of our viewing area for very low relative humidity values. Mostly clear skies overnight in the 50s. Winds persistent but lighter. We will be seeing a chance of rain as we are seeing right now in parts of our northern viewing area, but we'll start to see the conditions clear out before a reinforcing shot of cooler air with rain, wet snow showers generally northwest of our viewing area starting to pop up late tonight, tomorrow. 61 tomorrow afternoon in Midland and Odessa. Northeasterly winds sustained from 15 to 25 miles per hour. So after the cool down tomorrow, we'll warm back up as we head to the weekend and to early next week, just before the total solar eclipse. Maddie.
So it should be perfect weather as of now, right?
Yeah, it's still a bit a ways away. There could be some clouds in the forecast. We have to watch out for that, but something we'll keep an eye on.
Perfect. And before you go, Ryan, the countdown to the total solar eclipse is on. The rare event is expected to generate record-breaking travel and spending. Here's ABC's Rena Roy with a look at all the prep work being done.
The countdown is on, with just 8 days until that once-in-a-generation total solar eclipse.
I don't know if there are words to describe the level of excitement I have.
From Texas to Maine, 31 million Americans across 13 states in the path of totality, where the moon will completely block the sun, creating sudden darkness for about 4 minutes and a temperature drop of roughly 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Millions of eclipse chasers expected to travel for a front row seat. The phenomenon projected as the year's largest mass travel event in the U.S. The FAA expects this to be the busiest week of spring, forecasting more than 50,000 flights on Thursday alone and warning of potential delays.
I think many communities are also going to see tourists unlike the numbers that they've ever seen before.
Towns and cities in the eclipse's path bracing for an influx of visitors.
There's approximately 10,000 rooms available. To the best of our knowledge, that most of those are sold out.
The Myers family driving 1,500 miles from Florida to Dallas, Texas.
We booked our room back in the fall, maybe October, November.
Hundreds of schools closing or dismissing early for the day. Local officials expecting heavy traffic.
These are going to be small roads that don't normally see tens of thousands of people that could potentially be seeing tens of thousands of vehicles.
And it's really no surprise that sky watchers are flocking from all around the country for this. Here in the lower 48 states, we won't be seeing this again for another 20 years. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
I think you have a room booked for this, don't you?
I do. So I'm going to Lano, Texas, and I plan on leaving very early midday Monday. I'm taking a risk, even the day of the eclipse, but trying to beat the traffic. But as they were mentioning, there could be a lot of traffic, especially here in the Lone Star State. And actually, I spoke to officials because they said it could be as bad as Katrina in terms of the traffic, especially if we have clear skies. Something, again, we'll keep an eye on.
So make sure to watch Ryan for all your updates on the eclipse.
Absolutely. Either way, it should be good, and we'll have a partial eclipse here in the Basin.
Well, there you go. Thank you, Ryan.
Of course.